So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a lovely, neat pass. Foot in. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Hazard. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van Dijk makes the interception. First quarter of an hour gone. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Looking to play him in. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball is over the line. He's got away. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's the delivery, and again! They've scored! You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
India have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Out for a throw. Pinches it off him. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Carvajal. Carvajal is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He won't be happy with that one. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Endrick. Bellingham. And the Bellingham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
India with the corner. They're first. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
There will be 1 minute
India
added
have
time.
got it back, and they'll have it. He rises! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
India certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Please watch the screen if you have
India go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway. Now it's Endrick. Some resolute defending there. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rafinha, and that is a little undercooked. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Now it's Hazard. And this is Hazard.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rummenigge, and he's running through. Poland have reclaimed it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the pass is intercepted. Van der Ven. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Carvajal, he slings it. Header! Decent enough try.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
O'Shea cuts it out. Rummenigge. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hazard. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. He's having a go. Oh, crossbar! Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
A case now of complete control. That's a good ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Played it again. Oh, smashing header! Just needed better contact. The final 5 minutes. He's having a hit! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Bellingham. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that is as far as it goes. India can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Has a look and plays it forward. Foot in. Knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. So, just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. India presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
After 15 minutes.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bebeto. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now he's off and running. Bebeto. Bebeto driving forwards. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And it's Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Howson gets over and intercepts. Donatoni. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And that has left him in a heap. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Chiellini kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Great vision. Chiellini makes the interception. Rafinha. And he cuts out the supply. He's shifting through the gears here. A look. Can he finish? Relentless. Just relentless. And there is his 30th goal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Now it's Bale. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Baresi is there, and he can pick it up. That has been cut short. Played out wide. Fired deep. Climbs up big! They've scored! First blood drawn. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lyon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Aubameyang. He's had a shot! Rafinha.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Played out towards the right wing. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, they've got it again. Onana. It's a loose ball. This time, surely! Lyon look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Tonali. Hazard distributed tidily. India finding their passes. Oh, that's well spotted. Aubameyang. Onana. India are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. He's in a great position here. Bale. Hazard. And this is Bale. And that should get the job done. Hazard. And Rafinha. And it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
India happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Lyon. Number 4, Rijkaard. Number 13, Tonali. Number 11, Bale. Number 7, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 18, Brahim Diaz. Number 17, De Bruyne. Number 14, Mbappe. Number 20, Osimhen.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cleared without complication. Plays it in. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Lyon grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Osimhen. Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And Aubameyang! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lyon are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
And the finish! Goal! Lyon! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Substitution for Lyon. Number 3, Roberto Carlos.
We have got changes here from
Coming on
both
the
sides, in
field
fact.
is number
Lyon get
22,
themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tonali. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Carvajal drives forward on the overlap. He gets big! Off the post! Albert Ferrer clears. Raul out towards the flank.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. India needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Passing nice and neat.
There will be 3
And
minutes
here's
added
Osimhen.
time.
And the number on the board is 3. Tonali. And it's Inzaghi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the referee brings it to a close. India can look back at this result with regret. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a sharp pass. And here's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Wan-Bissaka. Vieira. A true great in every sense of the word. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Nedved. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the right. Nicely weighted ball. Dumfries has it in a wide position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Xavi Alonso. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Xavi Alonso. And it's Hullet. Now it's Haaland. Lahm. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Griezmann. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Griezmann. Cruyff. Now it's Inzaghi. The ball has bounced loose now. Vieira. Now it's Dumfries.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Dumfries driving for header! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And this is Xavi Alonso. And the finish! Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Nedved.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Vieira. Oh, good ball! Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Could be danger here. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. And here's Messi. Cruyff. Rodri. Now it's Cantona. That has been slung wide. No goals as yet. And it's Griezmann. Xavi Alonso. And here's Cantona. And he's found a way past. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm picks it up out. Oh, what a climb! Oh, crossbar! That's really well cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Lahm. That's very neat. Look at the space here. Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now that's well seen too. It's a searching pass. Good ball over the top. Decent chance! And one more try! What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
It's Luis Suarez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Nesta gathers from the... And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Colorado Springs definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he was quick to react. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is Bale.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Defending was strong and firm. Nedved. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a good position here.
There's the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
And the pass is intercepted. Pepe. Raul. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Xavi Alonso. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the...
And Cruyff! Cruyff! No one quite like him! A finish of true class!
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Howson.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Tries to pass it through. Raul. And he's been shifted off it. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. Costa Curta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's a sharp pass. Luis Suarez. Poor, robust challenge. Now it's Messi. And this is Vieri. Messi. Messi! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Luis Suarez constantly looking for the ball into the box. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pepe. And here's Neto. He's got away. It's run loose here. Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's away. Chance for a shot! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Colorado Springs really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely aimed pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, easy pickings there. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi picks it up out wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Nedved. Luis Suarez. That's an excellent interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Bellingham. Messi. He's gone for goal!
He has done it! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And it's Vieira. No, he's not getting any further than that.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Searching pass he's played there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nedved. Lam. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Nesta cannot be beaten that easily. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hullet. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking tidy in possession here. Messi. And it's Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great vision. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Looks across and plays it in. Suarez receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's tried one! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Cruyff clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Van Bouten. So it is still 0-0. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Cruyff. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's in a great position here. Mateus. And here's Messi. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Bellingham gathers from the goal kick. Looking for the run. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And here's Suarez. Hullet is always looking to break lines. Bellingham. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
In an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20.
And we're off again.
Yamal.
Coming
So
on
the first
field
half brought
is
no goals.
Number 45, Osimhen. Substitutions taking
That's a
place.
cute ball. That's the corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
keeper has taken decisive action. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. Luis Suarez knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Osimhen. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Chance! What a wonderful goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Taken back almost at once. And it's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's very neat. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bergomi deals with that comfortably. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Bale. Mateus defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Messi.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 77.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Silvestre.
And it's Vieira.
Number 18.
And again they run up against stubborn defending.
Number 17.
Thuram.
Stakuta.
Eto'o
Substitution.
is herring after that one. Good ball, good take. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Climbs up big! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, at least it's earned them a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Bellingham going about things with real menace. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Nicely aimed pass.
4 added minutes
Arsenal
have been
nearly
indicated.
finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That is a brilliant interception. And that is going out for a goal kick. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
This is a lost children's
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Your eyes on...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you didn't...
Luis Suarez!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner.
Oh, smashing header! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
India are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, terrible pass. Neymar. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Crossed into the box. Van Balten attempts a clearance. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Cruyff. Messi. And Messi! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball?
And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that. Colorado Springs really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Messi. Cruyff. And he's in on chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cruyff! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cruyff. Beckham. And it's Neymar. Looking for a runner. Nesta deals with that comfortably. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it into space. And that's been... Can he finish? Nesta tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez can be a real threat inside the box. Driving on and making good progress. Zanetti. And it's Guti. Oh, that's fabulous. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Please watch the screen.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Substitution.
And the second half gets underway. Beckenbauer. And Neymar. Mbappe. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The second half sparks straight into life. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
India get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Xavi Alonso. Now he's got space here. And this is Luis Suarez. He's found a way. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Vieira gets a foot in here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. This might spell danger. Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Beckham. Chance here to counter. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's having a shot! He has done it! Right back in the game! That was a given. It always was.
Eto really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught, and it's come back out to him. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So their fourth quarter of the game.
Number 6. Johan Cruyff. Number 10.
Guti!
Messi. Number
And
8.
that would have been game, set and match.
Guti really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Bale. Number 9.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. DiMarco. And it's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
There will be 5 minutes.
Aimed in towards the centre. And yes, it's there! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? Now it's Cruyff. And here's Messi. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. Burak Yilmaz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's whipped it across. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And he goes cross-field. And here's Cruyff. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini. And claimed it back swiftly.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
30 minutes gone. So what can they make of this? Lahm charging forward down that flank. Lahm. And the ball is out of play. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xabi Alonso makes the interception. Now it's Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Messi. Reinders. And here's Cruyff. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Suarez. Number 6, Johan Cruyff.
Here we go again.
Coming on the field.
Colorado Springs have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
now they can spring out of defence. Messi gets through on his own, shapes to shoot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Referee's given a throw. And the shot's on here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Ribéry. Lahm. Van Dijk gets it clear. No way through there. Look at the space here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely weighted ball. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Ribéry. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. He can run onto that. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been won straight back. Messi. And here's Ribéry. Lahm picks it up now. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That pass isn't the best. The Czech Republic are looking to go... Oh, they could be caught out here! Lahm has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! It's hit the crossbar! And again! Corner number 3 coming up.
Colorado Springs nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's an imaginative pass. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's a sharp little ball here. Xavi Alonso. And it's Lahm.
3 minutes added time.
Now, can they get him away?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separate. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen. Oh no, this does not look good. It is a corner. Barcelona with the corner, there first. Pirlo with the short one. And this is Messi, takes a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Neymar aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Danger averted for now. And it's Thuram looking for a runner. Played into space out wide. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Luis Suarez. He's through, now is he in? Suarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar gets a foot in here. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Luis Suarez. Alonso. No, it's come to nothing. And he thumps it clear. Nicked it back promptly. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ribery, and here's Cruyff. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Ribery. And Cruyff! Oh, what has happened here? And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, easy pickings there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Johan Cruyff. Coming on to
And we're off again.
number 17.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Real chance! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Aim forwards. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Neymar. Luis Suarez.
Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Xabi Alonso. Number 9.
He rises! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager...
Shot, surely! And it's come back out to him. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bale, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Bale. Deep cross. Climbs up big! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Played out to the right. That is good strength.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar.
And there's the shot!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Messi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Tries to play it through. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Pass somewhat off target. Now here's the
Terrific header!
harmlessly behind. Vieira. Great vision. Well, played right into his path.
Oh, and the finish! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And now he has two. Barcelona take the lead now. And time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Picked out. He's had a shot! And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nesta cuts it out. Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for the run. Oh, that's superb. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. Well timed, excellent interception. Still goalless at the moment. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Colorado Springs are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to... And the finish! He scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Raul. So what can they make of this? And reclaimed it in a trice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's on it, can he get away? Vieira did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Xavi Alonso.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Luis Suarez gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Otto. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. Raul. And here's Inzaghi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Colorado Springs really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Bruyne. Oh, Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gets his head on it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Big chance! Oh, that was vital. Cleared without complication. And here's Raul.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And a chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Nedved. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on...
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Suarez, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
De Bruyne. Referee's given a throw. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso.
Has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chiellini spots it and intercepts. And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
He won't be happy with that one. That has been slung wide.
That was lovely, that.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Vieira. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Collar. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chance here to counter. Fiore. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Fiore really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Luis Suarez. Half an hour played now. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And here's Cruyff. He might be chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Figo. Pinches it off him. And he passes it long.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Griezmann. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Alonso. And it's Nedved. Ah, looks a smashing ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Played out to the right. Figo. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now,
So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
substitution for Portugal, number 7, Figo. Number
Here we go
11,
again then.
David Villa.
Colorado Springs have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Big header! He scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Portugal, number 20.
Nedved looking to play it into the box.
Coming on the field.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Batistuta.
Adams gets it away.
Colorado Springs clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bale out to the right. Now it's Ribery. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Neuer will have to save it here or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's a threat. Fiore! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fiore actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Bale did well to stay calm there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Rodrigo. Bergomi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Looking for options for movement. Spread neatly. Strong running down that left flank. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Lahm has it in a wide position. Cross goes in there. Oh, what? And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
The goal scorer after 84 minutes is number 9, Ribery.